In today's video, we're diving into a gripping and tragic story that unfolded in the early hours of June 4th, 2020. A heated argument erupted, leading to a confrontation that would change multiple lives forever. Stay tuned as we unravel the details of that fateful night. This is a story of love turned to tragedy, and the irreversible impact of one night of violence. On December 30th, 2019, Jasper Corneal Martin III and his girlfriend Destiny Jackson welcomed their beautiful daughter, Sky. They lived in a duplex on Henderson Avenue in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but eventually split up. After the breakup, Jasper moved in with his mom just 2 blocks away. Despite the breakup, both Jasper and Destiny were involved in raising Sky. After meeting at work, Destiny began a romantic relationship with Jennifer Lois Laverne Ford. Things took a turn on the night of June 3rd and early morning of June 4th, 2020, when Destiny and Jennifer had an argument. Around midnight, Chatika, Destiny's best friend, was on the phone with Destiny, who was at home with Jennifer. Chatika overheard Jennifer's voice in the background and explained that Jennifer was speaking badly about Destiny on Facebook Live. Angered by this, Destiny wanted Jennifer to leave and had broken up with her. Jennifer went into the bedroom to pick up Sky, but Destiny told her to put the baby down. Chatika overheard Destiny questioning Jennifer. "Why are you going back there to my baby? Why are you trying to touch my baby? My baby's asleep." Confused and concerned, Chatika called Jasper's brother, Montrell, and asked him to speak to Jasper, telling him he needed to get Sky because Destiny and Jennifer were getting into it and Jennifer was trying to take Sky. Destiny had asked Chatika to make this call. Jasper and Montrell were at their mother's house when Jasper received the call from Chatika. As Jasper began getting dressed, Montrell asked what was wrong. Jasper informed Montrell that Destiny and Jennifer were fighting around Sky and that he needed to go get his baby. Montrell then walked with Jasper to Destiny's house. When Montrell and Jasper arrived at the house to get Sky, Jasper informed Destiny that Chatika had called him to come. Jennifer questioned Jasper about why he was at the house and asked him if he wanted to fight, while Destiny told them not to fight. According to Destiny, when Jennifer asked Jasper if he wanted to fight, she wasn't trying to instigate but was just asking. Jasper responded with yeah, despite Destiny insisting they wouldn't fight. Jennifer then replied, "Yeah, we is." Jennifer wanted to fight Jasper and asked him if he was ready to fight. Jasper tried to avoid her, but the situation escalated when he got in Jennifer's face and showed his frustration, but he did not try to intimidate or touch her. Jennifer then picked up 2 knives, one in each hand, which she had hidden in the living room during an earlier argument because she thought that Destiny might slice her tires. According to Destiny, Jennifer came after Jasper with the knives. Jasper tried to dodge her, but Jennifer began swinging the knives, hitting Jasper in the right shoulder and attempting to stab him again. Neither Jasper nor Montrell was armed. Jasper tried to run past Jennifer, and as she chased him, Montrell pushed her into a wall so Jasper could go outside. Montrell saw that Jasper's shirt was drenched in blood. They left the house, and Jasper stumbled into a sewer, gasping for air and calling out Destiny's name. Montrell called 911 while applying pressure to Jasper's wound. Meanwhile, Jennifer left the scene in a minivan, taking the knives with her. Destiny went to where Jasper had fallen. Jasper wrapped his hands around her and said, "I just want you all to know I love you," before he stopped talking. Adams lived next door to Destiny and Sky. On the night of the crime, she was asleep when she heard a lot of noise and Destiny scream. Adams opened the door and saw Destiny on the porch, who said, "She stabbed him." Adams went over to Jasper and saw Montrell removing his shirt to cover the wound. She recalled Jasper's legs kicking, so she tried to hold them still. She then went back to her house to get a bath towel to help apply pressure. She noted there was a lot of blood. She heard Jasper calling for Destiny and Sky, expressing his love for them. Adams observed that Jasper was able to talk for a few minutes before his eyes rolled back, and he stopped breathing. Coyetta Pearson lived next door to the duplex on Henderson Avenue. Around midnight, while watching television at home, she heard women arguing at the duplex, followed by screams. Upon investigation, she saw a man's body in the ditch and Destiny running from the ditch to the porch, calling for help. After midnight, the 911 emergency call center received reports of the stabbing on Henderson Avenue. Koyeta informed the dispatcher that a man was not breathing. She mentioned Jennifer as a frequent visitor to the duplex, driving a white van. Although Koyeta did not spot Jennifer at the scene, she did notice a white van speeding down the street. Montrell informed the dispatcher that his brother had been stabbed in the shoulder, was experiencing severe blood loss, and his condition was critical. In the background of Montrell's call, Jasper's voice can be heard repeatedly calling out Lay Destiny's name. Lay Destiny did not contact 911 as she was in shock. At 12:56 a.m., Officer Sheena Morris from the Shreveport Police Department was dispatched to the duplex on Henderson Avenue. Upon arrival, she witnessed Lay Destiny screaming and crying hysterically on the porch, with Sky beside her. Across the street, Jasper lay on the grass, appearing lifeless with blood on his right neck and shoulder, as described by Officer Morris. Montrell was in a state of panic and screaming at him to wake up. Montrell informed Officer Morris that a woman named Jennifer had just stabbed his brother and recounted the events leading up to the incident. Lay Destiny informed the authorities that Jennifer had stabbed Jasper before fleeing the scene, although she was unaware of Jennifer's whereabouts. Lay Destiny visited the detective's office to give a statement, and it was there that she received the heartbreaking news of Jasper's death. Stephanie Garner, Jasper's mother, received a call informing her that Jasper had been stabbed and rushed to the hospital. Upon reaching the hospital, she was devastated to discover that her 20-year-old son had tragically passed away from his injuries. It was not until later that morning, when Shatika saw it on the news, that she discovered what had happened to Jasper. Detective Jason Size from the Shreveport Police Department investigated the stabbing on Henderson Avenue. His investigation began at the hospital, where he was informed that Jasper had passed away. Upon arriving at the crime scene, he observed a trail of blood leading from the street into the house, specifically a bedroom where blood drops and smears were visible on the wall. He proceeded to his office to interview Montrell and Lay Destiny, who positively identified Jennifer in photo lineups. By early morning on June 4, 2020, Detective Size received a call from Jennifer reporting an assault at a residence on Henderson Avenue involving a male who had been stabbed earlier that night. Later that morning, around 7 a.m., Detective Size met with Jennifer, who disclosed that she sustained injuries during a confrontation with Jasper. He documented Jennifer's injuries, noting dried blood on her clothing and fingers, with her only visible injury being a cut on her finger. On June 4, 2020, Dr. Long Jin, a forensic pathologist, conducted an autopsy on Jasper, determining that the cause of death was a fatal stab wound. Dr. Jin detailed a significant and penetrating 6 centimeter deep and 2 centimeter wide stab wound located in the right subclavian area. He explained that the wound proved fatal as it severed the right external jugular vein, right subclavian vein, and punctured the right lung, resulting in substantial hemorrhaging. During the examination, Dr. Jin discovered 700 cc's of blood in the right pleural cavity and identified multiple incised wounds on Jasper's right upper arm and chest. Describing the difference between a stab wound and an incised wound, he clarified that an incised wound is a superficial slash or cut that lacks the depth of a stab wound. Dr. Jin conclusively determined the manner of death as homicide, noting the absence of defensive wounds. Jennifer attempted to argue self-defense, but according to the law, a person who initiates a conflict cannot claim self-defense unless they make a genuine effort to withdraw and clearly communicate their desire to end the confrontation. Testimonies from Lay Destiny and Montrell, along with their statements to law enforcement, indicate that Jennifer was the instigator in the situation and that the homicide was not justifiable. They recounted that when Jasper came to the duplex to pick up Sky, Jennifer provoked a fight by asking him if he wanted to fight. She armed herself with 2 knives and attacked Jasper, who tried to evade her and was unarmed. Lay Destiny and Montrell confirmed that Jasper did not physically engage with Jennifer. Detective Size reported that Jennifer sustained minimal injuries, except for a cut on her finger, while Dr. Jin's autopsy revealed no defensive wounds on Jasper's body. As the individual who initiated the confrontation and armed herself with weapons, Jennifer cannot claim she believed her life was in immediate danger or that she acted to prevent serious harm. By challenging Jasper to a fight, wielding knives, and causing injuries, including a fatal stab wound, Jennifer demonstrated a clear intent to harm Jasper. Jennifer was convicted of second-degree murder on June 16, 2022. The trial court subsequently sentenced her to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, probation, or suspension of sentence. Before we end today's video, let's take a moment to honor the memory of Jasper Corneal Martin III, a young father whose life was tragically cut short, leaving behind his daughter Sky and a family that will forever mourn his loss. Our thoughts are with his family, especially his young daughter Sky. This story is a stark reminder of the impact that violence can have on families and communities. To Jasper's family and loved ones, we extend our deepest condolences. May Jasper's memory live on in the hearts of those who knew and loved him. To plant a beautiful memorial tree in memory of Jasper, please visit the link in the description. Thank you for watching.